Orale vatos, this is Luke Radowski of WeAreChange.org, and in this video we will be asking the question whether Elon Musk is one of the good guys or one of the bad guys. Specifically getting into also him just making an anti-Illuminati video game his main profile picture for his Twitter account, as well as larger context to the extraordinary situation that, of course, the world is dealing with right now. And I think it's very fair to say that we are living in extraordinary times. A situation that looks very bleak as it's being navigated by utter bureaucratic idiots that want you to do as they say, not as they do, telling people not to be outside as they are outside congregating with their posses and armed thugs, not social distancing themselves. While other people who have ties to these mafiosos, some people call them politicians, are allowed to have their business open, while others are arrested for the horrible crime of trying to make a living. And oh yeah, the government is also just spraying bleach on everything, including beaches and including nature itself. All the while, any dialogue that goes against this new form of normal is downranked, censored, deleted, demonetized, or just straight out deleted, never to be seen again or heard from by anyone else. And with all of this, we have tech billionaire Elon Musk saying free America now, and now also with his Twitter account singing the Star-Spangled Banner. And this is why we're going to focus on him in this video, and why recently it made me ask whether people think Elon Musk is a good guy or bad guy, which spurred this discussion, which made me do this video. So yeah, before we get into that, plus a lot more, because of this digital book burning that's happening right now on behest of YouTube, this channel no longer is supported by advertisements or memberships or super chats, since of course we were fully demonetized for our quote harmful speech. We are supported by you, and one easy way to support us is by going to wearechange.org/donate. There's many ways you could contribute and help out and allow these videos to be for you for free every single day. Now, I think it's very fair to say that Elon Musk has been one of the few individuals pushing back against some of the insanity that the world has been dealing with, calling for people to get their, quote, goddamn freedom back, as he, of course, is comparing the shelter-in-place orders that are happening right now, quote, fascistic, and that people are being forcibly imprisoned inside of their own homes. It is also important to note here that Elon Musk, after initially announcing that his factories would be up and working again, despite lockdown orders, this order failed, and they did continue to stop production in their facility in California. And in the context in all of this, we still have to point out that in March 19th of this year, Elon Musk did say that, quote, based on current trends, probably close to 0 new cases in the United States by the end of April, when specifically talking about this sickness. But one of the biggest reasons why Elon Musk has been recently in the news was after, of course, tweeting that, of course, his company's stock, Tesla's price, is too high in his opinion, which led to a sell-off of the stock and, according to some, wiped off $14 billion from his company, which he's going to be investigated for. Now, of course, this left a lot of people asking, why would Elon do this? Obviously, with that tweet, there would be consequences for it, and it's important to understand what was happening right before that, since, of course, The Daily Show previously ran a hit piece on Elon Musk being very disingenuous, as they usually are with Trevor Noah, specifically attacking him on false pretenses, saying that the only reason he wanted to end the lockdown was that his stock price would rise, since, of course, according to The Daily Show, he was one of those billionaires just caring about his wealth. You could watch this kind of careless, idiotic, low IQ, nonsensical segment if you choose. We can't play any of it here because of a copyright strike that would happen against this channel, but according to some, it was this blatant kind of attack on Elon Musk that allegedly spurred him to make this tweet. He also was previously attacked by the mainstream media for allegedly not producing and giving ventilators to hospitals, which of course was just a vicious smear by CNN that was absolutely incorrect. Elon Musk then had to provide receipts, photos, and even thank you letters from the hospitals, which he legitimately helped out, and in consideration, he's done a lot more than, of course, many of these media pundits and politicians to help out during this time of crisis, and that is important to note here. And when he's talking about opening up America, he is cautioning people to do it slowly, respectfully, and with caution, which of course is also not heard about by the mainstream media. And because of these blatant fake news smears and attacks against him that are obviously so false, this is why many people see Elon Musk in a favorable light. Because, hey, if the mainstream media attacks you, just like they do Donald Trump, you have to be doing something right, according to some people. He's also been very outspoken and blunt and honest on many eye-opening issues, and he has used symbology as a way to gesture that allegedly he is one of the good guys. One recent example of this is him recently changing his Twitter profile picture with, of course, a video game logo of the Deus Ex series, which, I kid you not, is a video game about taking down the Illuminati's plan for a world government as you're traversing FEMA camps, exposing fake news, and uncovering how there have been cyborg experiments that have created more inequality in this world. Yes, it's literally a cautionary tale of technological advancement and global elites creating false flag incidences to create order out of chaos, to enslave humanity, and to benefit themselves. This is not an exaggeration. This is literally what the video game is about. Something that I'm even considering just playing on my backup gaming channel. If this is a game you would want to see me play, let me know in the comment section, and I will link you guys to a gaming channel that I'm going to start using again very soon. And this story gets even more stranger as, of course, the particular picture from Elon Musk's profile is from an older game where we hear this specific dialogue unfold. And I'm not kidding you, this is the actual quote from the game. Quote, "I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of population growth." Yeah. And in that game, the pandemic is known as the, quote, Gray Death. It runs rampant across the globe. J.C. Denton, which Elon Musk is portraying himself as, is a government agent who discovers that the anti-terrorist coalition that he's a part of is actually trying to keep a vaccine from reaching anybody other than powerful, wealthy elites. He defects, risking his own life in the process. Ultimately, he finds out a trillionaire businessman gee, I wonder who that could be, named Bob Page, is behind everything, using both the virus and his company's stranglehold on the vaccine as a means of extorting control over society. Bob Page uses his wealth and influence to shroud all of this in a smokescreen of misinformation, which of course J.C. Denton uncovers and fights against. Very prophetic, to say the least. Well, of course, this raises the question, is Elon Musk, J.C. Denton, trying to uncover all of this and expose it? Or is he Bob Page, according to some? Since, of course, he also is a big tech billionaire that gets very lucrative government contracts, is now working on the Starlink system, which is creating the Internet of all things, providing satellite internet access all over the entire world, with, of course, thousands of mass-produced small satellites that will be in low orbit, that will be working with ground transceivers. Yes, this is why we're seeing a lot of weird stars in the sky lately. Add that with Elon Musk also working on advanced artificial intelligence systems, which Vladimir Putin calls the next powerful weapon akin to the nuclear bomb, the same artificial intelligence system that he says is far ahead of his competitions. This, along with many other things that Elon Musk is involved in, is why some people are actually comparing him not to J.C. Denton, but to Bob Page himself. Now you add that with, of course, this picture of Jeffrey Epstein pimp, Ghislaine Maxwell, the 5G satellites, artificial intelligence, incredible vast amount of power and government money, you have a very compelling case of reasons not only to be skeptical of Elon Musk, but also have reasons not to trust him and to see him as a bad guy. On the other hand, you have the mainstream media attacking him like he is a good guy. He is releasing a lot of interesting symbology out there, and he has warned the world about the absolute dangers of artificial intelligence. And according to some people that I talked to, the argument that they are making is that artificial intelligence is going to be here whether we like it or not. Technological advancement will happen whether we like it or not, and that it better be off in someone's hands that is a good person rather than, of course, an evil person. And this is what they use as an excuse to say why Elon Musk is developing and working on a lot of this technology, which could be a compelling case and is to a lot of people. 59% on the poll I ran that he is a good guy. He also just announced that he is selling almost all of his physical possessions and will own no home, promoting, of course, the minimalistic lifestyle, which honestly is a lot better than the consumer-based one that we currently have our reality in. Overall, in my own personal opinion, I think Elon Musk is somewhat good for us and our society, mainly because he isn't afraid to speak his mind. He's willing to share controversial opinions and thoughts and spur dialogue that we would never have if it wasn't for him, especially around the dangers of artificial intelligence. Is he always correct? No. Will I trust him? No. Is he 100% a good person? No. No one is. The answer of whether he is a good guy or a bad guy is a very simplistic one. And of course, the truth about a human being is far more complex than just two general categories. No one is good 100% of the time. Technological advancements that the world is facing will create conundrums for the world to deal with and powers in the hands of very few individuals that most likely those individuals won't know what to do with. Power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. And this is why I would always urge skepticism amongst the very powerful. Plus, as the video game Days Vote teaches you, it's always best to be skeptical rather, of course, than just blindly trusting something, which you should never do. More than ever, we should understand that it's okay to change your opinion on something based on new information. And as we have that, and as it comes in, this, of course, will affect my opinion on individuals like Elon Musk and others' behaviors and larger ramifications on our world because of. So yeah, if you get anything out of this video, it's to understand that it's normal to change your opinion on something, especially when you're presented with new information. I wish more people would understand that message, especially now, but that's why we're here as independent media, to spur it and to share it. And only because of you guys clicking the URL of this video, sending it to your friends and family members, texting it to them, sending it on Messenger, on Telegram, on Skype, or whatever. The only reason why people see this video is because you actually do that, because YouTube and the big technocrats, the big tech billionaires, the other ones out there, not Elon Musk, are really launching a full frontal assault on individuals' basic ability to have speech. They want to control what you can and cannot hear, and the only way to fight that is, of course, by voting, not only with your dollars, but with your clicks, and of course, your attention. And because you guys still do that, because I'm still here, this is why I love you guys. Thank you again so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on We Are Change.